YouTube. So I've been drinking celery juice for 2 weeks now. They said you need a minimum of 7 days to see the difference, so I thought I'll just keep going as long as I can. It's not the cheapest habit. It probably cost me like $2.50 Canadian a day for organic celery up here in the north, where it is snowing, flurries, and freezing right now. So maybe it's a bit more affordable, hopefully, where you live. So I was told when I was 16 years old that I had leaky gut syndrome, and that drinking green tea every day, which I used to do, and I still love green tea, was kind of a band-aid fix, and I would eventually have to do something about it. And apparently celery juice alkalizes the gut and helps with things like leaky gut syndrome, which affects your skin and everything else. They also say it purges toxins, so I'm kind of hoping maybe get some of that fluoride from the water up here out. We will see. Has anyone else noticed limited supplies of celery in their grocery stores? I was pretty lucky that it wasn't sold out anywhere, but it was like there was only a few stocks left wherever we went, and if I was buying it, I was usually buying like the last couple, so maybe other people are looking into this too, or making their own broth for all I know. So for the first 4 days, I would say I didn't love it. I didn't think it tasted as good as like biting into a piece of celery, which I always really enjoyed. Like, it was crunchy and it was satisfying and it was kind of salty and all those good things, and I didn't think the juice tasted that good. And I even really like green things like wheatgrass, and I drink a green smoothie every day from Dita Montese's nutritionist. I have her book and it has the recipe in there, so maybe I'll share that one day on here. So yeah, it wasn't my favorite flavor, and for the first few days I noticed like my stomach was talking and growling all the time, which can be kind of embarrassing if you're like in a new relationship or you're at work and it's just loud. It was loud all day. I did feel more hydrated after the first couple days. I think the first couple days it kind of like upsets your stomach more than it helps it, and then on day like 5, 6, 7, I definitely noticed I felt more hydrated. My skin started to feel like it was clearing up. Yeah, so I didn't have to drink as much water. I didn't go to the bathroom all that often. I started feeling really good, and I had this new clarity, and I could think better, and I guess I still can. I've still been doing it, so I feel like there's a lot of clarity in my brain, which might not be obvious right now. I've read a few different things. Some people say drink a full glass of water and then drink at least 4 ounces of celery juice. This is all before you eat or consume anything else. I always did celery juice first before anything, and I try to do between 4 ounces and like a full liter, depending how much celery I had in my stash. Yeah, and then you wait about 20 minutes to half an hour before you have breakfast or something. I usually follow it up with my green smoothie that I've been doing for years. That always makes me feel really good. And so I might keep this up as long as I can. I have 2 juicers. I have one really kind of cheap one that eviscerates it, and I have one that's like a slow cold press. I'd probably recommend the latter, but whatever you've got, you can even do it in the blender. I haven't tried this yet, but I will be looking into that. After 2 weeks, everything just feels normal but elevated, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to think about it anymore. It becomes part of your daily routine. If you were thinking about trying this out, I'd say maybe at least do it for 10 days so you can kind of reap the benefits. I would say my skin cleared up even around that time in the month, and I always break out around my mouth, and that's kind of amazing. That's never happened before where I got through it with clear skin. I do have a little spot here. It's mainly just some redness. It's not even like a pimple that's fully developed or anything. If you have any more questions or you want to see anything else, I'm just trying to keep it a quickie today, but until next time, you guys keep smiling.